Hello, everyone. So I wanted to share with you, one of the easiest ways to help your gut health. Okay, so this is pretty simple, and I'll share why it's important in a little bit. So one of the most simple ways you can help your gut health is to go organic, and organic foods still use some herbicides, but they're just more gentle on the body. They're more gentle on our gut health, and really, I think you'll find that organic foods even taste better. And I want to share with you when I went organic. This is back in 2010. I went organic. I started, and I was still eating dairy at that point. Occasionally, I'll have some cheese or something now, but I discovered I had a health issue that I was overcoming. So eventually I went dairy free for several years. But at any rate, I could even notice a difference between the organic milk versus the milk I had been drinking before. Now, that process, I don't remember exactly, but I think it happened within just a couple of, I want to say maybe a month or so of going organic. My palate actually changed so I could taste more. So if you notice, like, I don't know, I have a 9-year-old daughter, and she's super, super sensitive to foods and to taste. And so she's really sensitive when it comes to foods. So I always gauge from her, like, if something, even if something is a little bit bad, like, she won't eat it. She absolutely won't eat it. She'll only want to eat it when it's exactly ripe. So it's interesting that way. But what organic does is it helps you to, not get used to the stuff that's on our food. Sometimes I'll even go out to eat and I'm like, oh my gosh, this lettuce tastes like soap. So, when you start to go organic, your taste buds are going to increase. And sometimes that can be a little bit annoying because, I don't want my lettuce to taste like soap, I mean. But at the same time, that's really powerful because, our taste buds and our awareness is really it's our best guide. It's our best defense on whether something is ripe or healthy or bad, that sort of thing. Also going organic, that probably was also because I was getting rid of a lot of processed foods in the meantime. So going organic will certainly help that process and help you adapt to your taste buds. But one thing that's really important is as you do that, you want to be taking away some of the processed foods because there's a lot of sodium in there. There's also a lot of just a lot of chemicals in our foods. And now, don't get me wrong, at the cellular level, everything is, chemical. Everything becomes a chemical. But the beauty of having foods that come from the earth is that, God doesn't make any mistakes. And, everything that you are consuming from a plant-based diet is straight from the earth. And and organic also is going to prevent you from eating, GMO foods. And I'll go into that a little bit later about GMOs and what that looks like and why it's such a challenge. But today I just want to stay positive and really talk about or how organic is really healthy. It's also healthier for the earth because we're not putting in a ton of a ton of chemicals into our water system that because we drink, and it's really important. And on a small scale it might not be so bad, but on a large scale system it really does affect the earth. It really does affect our bodies. So one of the best ways is to go organic. Whole Foods has great options. Natural Grocers, I just learned, is like an independent company, so everything that they have in their store is researched, which is really nice, and they only have organic. Now if you're on a budget, you might try Sprouts. I don't know if you have Sprouts in your area, or Trader Joe's possibly too. Not everything at Sprouts is organic, but they have a lot of options. And if you're on a really, really tight budget, and you can't quite go organic yet, just start getting rid of some of those processed foods and increase it with your produce. I think you'll find that when you start taking out the boxes and the packages, the package-based foods, and put more, whole foods, even if they're not organic, you're going to be living a much better life. And what I love too about eating organic is that in order to eat a lot of organic food, you're going to need to be eating from home. And the truth is, I know we're in a lifestyle where everybody loves convenience foods, but the truth is when we go out to eat, those places feel like, they're mass producing food. So they're not organic. Most of the restaurants that we eat out at are not organic. And so what I love about eating at home, you're taking that money from the restaurant that you'd be spending 10, 12, 15, 20 bucks on a meal, and you're putting it into your food. You can get a lot of produce, for $10. If you're really savvy. I know when I was going through my health crisis, I had adrenal issues and had a lot of energy issues, just a lot of fatigue, a lot of pain. Anyway, I'll talk about that another day. But what was really, really powerful is I would make soups, and I made this one, like a chicken tortilla soup that I loved, and I lived off that, because you're getting all the nutrients in the broth from the vegetables, and super, super healing. And then I'm not eating foods that are, mass produced, even in restaurants. So, yes, that's really, really powerful that way. And, and one of the things I want you to start to ask yourself is what is your health worth to you? Because a lot of times we're thinking, oh, well, organic's so expensive. Well, if you take a couple of boxes that you normally would add that are processed from your cart, you're going to be eating better food. It's going to be better quality. And we vote with our dollars, right? If everybody, even 50% or 60% of us went organic, and all of the food on the shelves went bad because everybody decided that they were going to go organic, then farmers would go out of business if they weren't organic, right? And so we're really voting a lot with our dollars. And either find a way to make more money. I would suggest, find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. So find a way to make more money. But one of the ways to make more money is to feel better. Yeah, if you're not feeling good, it's going to be really hard to increase your wealth. Okay, your health is primo. It's number one. If you look at, most of the entrepreneurs that I know who are successful and happy, and not just the ones that put all their eggs in one basket, where they make really, really great money, but the rest of their life is out of balance. I'm talking about the entrepreneurs who do it right, who have found a way to make a great living. They have great relationships. They're able to travel. They're able to enjoy their lives. It's not just about the money. It's about having a well-balanced, well-rounded life. So I want to encourage you, for those of you who are really looking to have a well-balanced life, you got to look at what's important. And, I'm very, I forget the word. I'm not the best with words, but I really like to give. I really like to promote nonprofits and things like that. But I had to learn when I became a new mom, is that I have to really take care of myself first. Like, I'm not helping the world if I'm not helping myself. Okay, when I'm well fueled and I'm happy and I'm being a productive member of society, but I'm putting myself first and my needs first, my students, they know it. When I walk into my ballet school and I feel great, they know it. And I help them have a great experience, because then my work doesn't become about me. My work becomes about them. And I'm not coming from a place of lack in their experience. When I come from a place of lack and I'm show up tired and hungry, or I haven't treated myself well, they know it and they feel it. And they don't want to be in class. They don't want to listen. They don't want to do it. But when I show up on fire, when I show up lit by life, that's when they can really make their breakthroughs and do great. And that is my goal, is that my students can be limitless because I'm in a place of limitlessness. And we don't have to be making $1 million for that to be true. We just have to feel like $1 million, guys. We just have to feel like we have $1 million in our health. And then from that place we can really produce exceptional results. And that's what I'm here to do, is to help you actually be able to make the changes in your life that are going to help you feel incredible. Okay? Incredible. You're going to feel younger, right? I am almost 40 years old and I feel so good. I feel amazing all the time, you guys. And and as I get older, I'm almost 40, I do notice different things that start to change with my body. And you know what I do? I research it. I go online and I figure out, well, what does this represent? What does this mean? What does this change in my body mean? And I do preventative care as my body ages. And so hopefully you guys will be able to do, preventative care, because I'm doing the work as I see it. But anyway, so organic. And if you're in a place where you can't afford organic, don't beat yourself up. Go to Sprouts, start eating more produce. So start eating more fruits and veggies, get yourself feeling better so that you can make more money, so that you can afford organic, okay? I did organic probably 10 years ago. I was in a really rough marriage, but there was plenty of money. So I was able to go organic without breaking the bank. And, but I became a single mom, right? I got to this amazing place in my life where I felt so good. And then I was like, there's one thing that's off. Well, this has to go. And so, then I became a single mom and I stopped going organic for a little bit because I needed to take care of myself and my daughter and all of that. And now I'm in a place where I can start to buy organic again. So we do the best that we can with the resources that we have. So I don't want to shame anybody if you don't have the resources right now to go organic. But just notice the different places in your life where you are spending money. Maybe there's a place. I know for myself, I was starting to get my financial stuff organized, and this may be another video topic later, but I realized I was spending a lot of money in overdraft fees. And I was like, wow, $700 in 6 months, that's a lot of food. And so I had to set, I got a different bank. I reorganized my entire financial structure, and it saved me a lot of money. So there may be places that you could adjust and transfer that money from one area of your life to another. Maybe not if you're so strapped, okay? But get yourself eating better foods so that you can feel better, so that you can increase your abundance in other areas, so that you can go organic. Because organic helps your gut. Okay, it helps your gut because you're not having chemicals in your gut that are ruining your bacteria, your good bacteria in your gut. So we'll talk about that another day. But this is just a real simple idea, and a lot of reasons why you should go organic. All right, guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day, and just wishing you all the best. And another idea you could do is you could also grow your own food. All right, you could definitely grow your own food. I'm in an apartment right now, so that's not something I'm really looking to do. But those of you who do have the space, you could even grow your own food. I know I have a mentor, and that's one of her passions, is to help everyone have their own garden. in years to come, so we really know what's in our food. All right, guys, hope you have a beautiful day, and thanks so much for listening. And if you like this, you think this might help someone you know, feel free to have them like, subscribe, and just so grateful for you that you're looking to better yourself, and I really believe that when we become better ourselves, that the world around us becomes a better place. So thank you for making this world a better place. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy it. Lots of love.